Sarang Lakare, founder of InTouch app. We are primarily a mobile-first company. We are building mobile-first products for the mobile-first world to solve the problems that mobile-first people or countries are facing. So that is the crux of what we are doing. We have a product that helps you manage all your professional relationships directly from your phone contacts. So it helps professionals and small businesses manage their customers much better. And we are trying to solve more and more problems in this space as we grow. Started using DigitalOcean because we got some credits. We heard about a new cloud. And of course, even if you get credits, the reason we started actually using was the simplicity of the platform. We heard the other providers are becoming very complex with so many features, and it's kind of becoming a maze, and it's very difficult to navigate that maze. And more importantly, I think we try to keep DevOps to minimum. Right? I don't want to actually have DevOps in my team at all, right? And we don't. And so what happens is, unless you know the intricacies on the other platforms, you make one mistake and it can everything can go bonkers, right? So when we actually started using DigitalOcean, the first thing we realized was the simplicity. It was like very straightforward to start and get things moving. I understand the features were also less, but I think that's the beauty of it, right? If DigitalOcean can maintain that somehow, but the simplicity of configuration, of transparency, that okay, if you do this, this is happening, and this is how much it will cost, right? If all of those things are straightforward, and with DigitalOcean they are right now, and that's what really we liked. Second thing was we have burnt our fingers in the past with multiple cloud providers, charging for different things which we didn't anticipate, or even if we knew, we didn't know that the impact will be so big. For example, charges for reads and writes and things like that, right? Also, we have burnt our fingers with using proprietary stuff from other providers, and because of that, it becomes like a lock-in, and you can't really move out easily. And so over the years, fundamentally, we have tried to use open source technology that is cloud agnostic. So when we started using DigitalOcean, that was one good thing about it, that I think Kubernetes started by DigitalOcean, and Kubernetes is something we look forward to because again, it is open source, it is very easy to configure and very easy to move your clusters between clouds. So that was one of the things that we really liked about DigitalOcean, and we were one of the first few customers to actually start using Kubernetes there. Fundamentally, if you can have cloud agnostic setup, then that's what we are looking forward to. So that actually helped us really choose DigitalOcean as a platform, because at least right now we look at it as it's your own cloud. Like if I were to actually take all the hardware and build it, right, then I would have full control over it, and that is what DigitalOcean is giving us. So I like that. Not think of scale before you actually hit the scale. Like we have made that mistake in the past, and we went in wrong direction thinking that we will scale one day. So I think that unless the day comes when your servers are breaking, don't think about scale, because then you end up using expensive tools and you end up making expensive choices. The other thing about the cloud I would like to say is, because we have again burnt fingers in the past, is try to be as cloud agnostic as possible. Don't get into this zone of using some custom solution given by a cloud provider just because on the answer it feels simple to use, because you then end up getting into lock-ins that are very, very difficult to get out of. And I believe today for everything there is an open source alternative. So I would suggest just go with open tools. Open cloud is, I think, the future.